give more than you plan to, and seek family because they are hidden treasures. Sometimes we get mad at family, but at the end of the day, they really are hidden treasures. So I just always try to keep that in the forefront of my mind and go from there. Hi, my name's Tashena. I am a realtor with Team Peterson Jackson Real Estate Professionals, powered by EXP Realty.
Hey, how's it going today?
Good. How are you?
I am doing good. How's the day treating you so far?
It's been wonderful. I can't complain.
I love it. So we're going to just dive right in real quick. If someone who doesn't know anything about real estate, in your own words, how would you describe what it is that you do?
I would describe it as very busy. It's not an industry where you just take pictures and be pretty all day. You actually get really dirty sometimes. And you do things that you don't want to do, but it's necessary for the business, such as making phone calls, emails. I'm always talking. That's the thing about it. But I love it, so I wouldn't trade it for the world.
How long have you been in real estate?
I've been doing real estate for about 2 years solid.
How did you get into real estate?
I actually got into it in about, I want to say it was a long time ago when I got out of college. Not that long ago. I'm not that old. But when I got out of college, I decided to get an apartment, and things just wasn't working out. Not that it wasn't working out as far as getting into the apartment, but I didn't know enough about it. So that's when I decided, hey, let me get into this industry. So I started off as a leasing agent, quickly worked my way up to be a manager, and then I became a regional manager.
What about your initial transaction to getting your apartment makes you say, not that this is just a bad transaction, but this is something I need to actually get into?
Well, I was in college and I went back. I was in college and then I went back up to college and I gave the leasing agent some money to hold my apartment. When I came back to move in, she told me that apartment was no longer mine because I missed the deadline. So I was like, I don't even remember about a deadline. So I knew I had to learn more so I don't be out on the streets.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Do you remember your very first deal when you got into real estate?
I do. My very first deal actually came from a client that was in Kentucky. He was moving back here to Michigan. So as my first transaction, I was very nervous, but I had a powerhouse team to back me up in everything that I was doing. So I just took the lead on it and I got him here perfectly. He was able to get his keys and everything. And we still talk all the time.
How important was your team in that first transaction?
Oh, they were so important. They made sure I read the contract. It's so important. So I knew going into that deal, I had to read the contract over and over again because, again, he was out of state. So he was trusting me with everything, even though I didn't tell him that he was my very first client. But to this day, he still don't know.
Well,
but I made it work. I made it work.
Do you remember what it felt like on closing day? What moment stood out to you?
Honestly, since that one was out of town, the notary actually went to him. Okay. So I did not have the very traditional closing where I get the balloons and a gift and meet them at the door. It was none of that. All that I did was made sure the notary was there to him and that he made it here safely and that the house was safe for him. And that was it. And I felt so bad because I sent him a gift, but I sent it to Kentucky. Oh. So he came back and he still asked me about the gift. Hey, where's my gift?
Do you remember what that gift was?
Yeah, I had bought him some things for his puppy, and it was just like a basket of things for the house.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
How would you describe your approach to real estate and how you serve your clients?
Oh, okay. I describe my approach as being a very good listener. I listen very closely to what my clients have to say and their needs. I'm very attentive to their needs. Once I get those established, then I focus on executing and getting us to the finish line.
What is something about real estate that still excites you even after the ups and downs?
All right. My clients, I love them to pieces. When they come to me, I know that I have a mission to fulfill. And that's what makes me excited. And then just the joy of going into the homes and finding them their perfect home. And even if they're selling their home, making sure that they get what they need out of that home sale. Whether everybody have different needs, different wants that they need. Some people, I can't say, but everybody had different needs. And I make sure that they get those.
That is nice. Let's take it back.
All right.
When you were a kid, what did you want to be when you were in like middle school or high school?
I actually wanted to be a news broadcaster. I wanted to be the next Carmen Harlan. Yeah.
Now, what is it about Carmen that you like?
I liked her pose. I liked the way her fashion. I like her hair. I like the way how her presence is when she's in front of people. I did. I looked at everything. I love the way that she read off the teleprompter. So it always like motivated me to read every day as a kid.
So did you take that and like have the hair brushing inside the mirror and doing like your own newscasting practice and stuff like that?
Yes, I did. I did that. And I also reached out to her once I went to college because I went to college for applied speech and communication with a minor in journalism. And once I was looking for my intern, I reached out to her and she actually wrote me back. So that was
amazing.
good. Yeah.
Do you remember the feeling when you got I'm sorry, I was about to say letter. Was it a letter or was it an email?
It was an email.
Okay.
Yes, it was an email.
Do you remember your feeling when you got a chance to open that email?
Yes, I remember feeling like, oh my gosh, she actually wrote me back. It's time. But I did end up meeting with her. We did meet and things like that. But then I decided that's not what I want to do. When she told me all the ins and outs of it, I switched my major.
Do you remember one thing in particular that you made you say, this ain't it?
Yes, how much they have to be in everyone's business. How they have to really dig for the news and get down and dirty. I did not know that about their job. And the hours are very crazy as well. So once I figured that out, I'm like, nah, that's not for me.
What kind of kid were you growing up?
I was adopted. I've been adopted since I was, how old was I? I was a young girl, probably around 4 or 5. And I've had a good life with my adopted mother, with my biological mother. We are still working on our relationship, but I am here for her and I want to see her do great. So I'm there to support her in all that she do.
I love to hear it. Yeah. If we met the younger version of you today, what would surprise us most about her?
The younger version of me today, I used to be very gullible and just living life in a bubble and free. And now I'm more attentive to people. Like I look at people's body language. I look at the way that they treat their mother and their children. I analyze everything. I'm a Virgo. So I'm always there.
What kind of neighborhood did you grow up in, and what did you love most about it?
All right. So I grew up in Inkster. Inkster is very small, but I also grew up in the projects in Inkster. But that has made me into the woman I am today. All of my friends, colleagues that I used to talk to as when we were younger, they actually still support me today. And that is what I love because we really do stick together and you cannot tell none of us, even though we came from the projects, we don't look like it.
I love to hear. So was y'all kind of like a tight-knit family, even though y'all wasn't necessarily family?
Yes, exactly. Yep. We all call each other cousins. If I see them outside, what's up, cousin? What's up, cousin? They will always forever be my cousin. Always. No matter if their name is French, Larkart, whatever. Harris, you're my cousin. Bailey, I could keep going.
Say, no matter what it is, they from Inkster, we cousins.
Yes.
What did fun look like for you as a kid?
Woo-wee. We used to have a lot of fun. Wow. One thing I do remember, I had very good friends on my block. I had Kimberly, Monica, Lisa. We used to all play together, play jump rope, double dutch. That was our thing. Running around, knocking on people's doors and running. That was our thing as well. That's what we did with the boys around when the boys was around. They'd teach us how to jump the fence with the barbed wires.
That's a skill.
It's a very much skill. You had to live there to know how to get through.
Yeah, makes sense. What kind of music did you listen to as a kid?
Oh, wow. We listen to all kind of music. My brother was very much into hip hop. So his favorite groups, they actually formed a group. It was called 728 out there. So I used to listen to a lot of them. But also, I want to say like Rakim, things like that. It was before my time, but I still listened to it. And there was another one, Too Short. Yeah, I went to the Too Short concert and Scarface concert. And I'm like, I know all these songs, but it was from my brother. And they played it with a live band. And it just, the whole time I was there, I just was like, wow, this is some good music.
That is an amazing concert to go to. Do you remember about how old you were when you went?
Yeah, that was just recently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was just recently, a couple weeks ago.
Like really recently.
Yeah, it just brought back all the memories, though. I was like, wow, I remember this song. I remember that song.
While you were there at the concert, was there any song or set that came on that just took you instantly back to your childhood?
Yeah. This year, Halloween fell on a weekend. Me and Ghetto Boys trick-or-treating. Robbing little kids for bags. That one.
Now, that's definitely a classic. Ghetto Boys classic for sure. When that came on, what did it make you think about?
It made me think about my brother, because my brother was a pistol. He was. He gave it to my mama. But we made it through, though. That's my boy. Yeah.
I love it. If your family had a karaoke night, what song would you definitely grab the mic for and know every word to?
No Limit Soldier. There we go. I'm a no limit soldier. I thought I told you that one.
Yeah, I love it. I was when I think I would say like 6th through 8th grade, I was a huge No Limit fan.
Yeah, me too.
Huge No Limit fan. I think I bought like they came out a CD every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And I think I bought every CD going up to Sam Goody, looking for those colorful CDs.
Me and my friend did too. I had a bestie and we would go every week. Who you got? Who I got? Then we would get in the car, put in Mystical, put in I forgot the Tanks, all the Tanks, all of them.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. No, that was great. Who were some of the people that had a lasting impact on you in your early childhood?
Definitely my Aunt Carolyn, my Aunt Carla, all of my aunts, pretty much. They were wonderful people. My Aunt Rhonda and Sandra, of course. They all had very good impacts on me. I also had a lady, I don't talk to her much, but we do talk on Facebook from time to time. Her name was Phyllis, and I remember as a young girl, she always took me in, played with me and things like that. So,
was there anybody in particular who seen something in you as a young woman that maybe before you even seen it in yourself to help you bring it out?
Yes, my Aunt Linda. My Aunt Linda, she always lifted me up no matter what, as I was going through as a young lady. I didn't have my mom. I didn't have my dad. I had her, and She always told me, like, you could do whatever it is you want to do. She used to call me Sheena Shoe. Sheena Shoe. You could do whatever you want to do. Let's do this. Let's do that. So she used to throw me in a car. Let's drive here. Just always challenge me to go to do more than I plan to. Even when I'm cleaning, she'll say, look around. Is it something you could do better? Yeah, I can. So she always push me, push me, push me. And I never really had nobody in my family that did that, but that is one thing about her that I always will remember. And it still lives in me to this day. Some things that her and her brother, which is my Uncle Buster, some things that they instilled into me. He was actually the first one that, when my grandmother passed away, he put me into the house. Like, here, what do you want to do with this house? But I was very much into going to school and finishing school, so I passed on that opportunity. Which I wish I didn't, but I did. I didn't know that much.
That's why you say hindsight is 20/20, right?
Yes, yes, exactly.
It is always great to have a good support system, especially when you're young. So often we don't know what it is that we want to do, how to do. We're just trying to navigate. To have somebody who really knows to help push you forward is always an amazing thing. What lessons from your childhood do you carry with you to this day, and how do they affect you in your business today?
Right. So the lessons in my childhood that affect me today is always give more than you plan to, and seek family because they are hidden treasures. Sometimes we get mad at family, but at the end of the day, they really are hidden treasures. So I just always try to keep that in the forefront of my mind and go from there.
Where do give more than you have to come from?
It comes from just doing all that you can with whatever you're given. Be the best at it. Do all that you can to make it look good, or whatever you're trying to do with it. Give it your all.
If I asked somebody that was close to you from your childhood to give me one story that would perfectly describe who you are, what story do you think they would tell?
Well, I only had one best friend my whole life since second grade. That's crazy, and we're still best friends to this day. So I could say it'll probably be a story with her when we were trying to catch the bus and on Michigan Avenue. And we didn't. We couldn't do it. And we had to call everybody.
What was the opposing forces that stopped you from catching the bus?
We couldn't read the bus schedule. We did not know how to read the bus schedule. So we were just sitting there looking, trying to get to Fairlane Mall, trying to get there and back. And so we just end up calling everybody that we knew their phone numbers by heart to come pick us up. And we eventually got somebody to do it. And then on the way back, my aunt was trying to catch the bus to tell us how to do it, but she was in her car. So it was so embarrassing. She was like, this how you catch the bus? And we in the car now. It doesn't matter. But she was stuck on teaching us, but it ain't stick.
So did you ever catch the bus?
No. To this day. Still a little foggy.
That is amazing. When you're not working, what's something that instantly brings you joy or helps you reset?
My children, my husband. My husband always know what I need. It's so weird. I've been married for 15 years this year, but we've been together for 18. But it comes without second guessing. Even when I don't want to do it and he pushed me to do it, I eventually feel great. Like, wow, I really needed that. He never missed.
What are some things that you guys do as a family for fun?
We go to car shows. We love classic cars. So, and he just got another one. He just got a 1988 Mustang drop top. So that was interesting and cool.
What's the story behind that?
Oh, okay. So when we were purchasing our home, I was pregnant, big and pregnant. So I quit my job right before I quit my job. So everything was on him. And I'm like, babe, this baby coming. We need a house. So he's like, okay, I'm going to get you a house. I'm going to get you a house. He had to sell his car. So I was always down about it. Like, oh, man. But my husband, he never likes to go without a classic car. So he ended up getting a Murata. Then the Murata had some problems. So we got rid of that. And then I was like, you know what? It's my time. Let me get him this Mustang. And now he has the Mustang. We do this thing where we have vision board parties at Team Peterson Jackson. And everything I put on a vision board, it literally is coming to life. Like it's right in my bathroom. It's the first thing I see in the morning. It's the last thing I see at night. And I wouldn't change it for the world. Like, that's something I would never give up now.
That was amazing. And a gift like that is special because it's really a lot of thought that goes into it.
Yes.
Do you remember how you felt when you was able to, you go from, hey, I'm having this baby and this is all on you, to now that you're in a financial spot where you can get this classic car and gift it to your husband? How did that make you feel?
Feels great. It feels wonderful because now at first he was a little reluctant, like, I would stay at home, mom, stay home, just be at home with the kids. But now he sees, I really love this. He's like, you're really doing this. And I'm like, yeah. And when he look at the bank account, he's even more happier.
That is great. What is it you guys do with your kids for fun?
Well, we take them to the car shows with us. We also go to the parks. We do everything. Go to the mall. We do everything as a family. Do car rides, roller skating. It's not zoo. It's nothing we don't do as a family. If you see me and him together, 9 times out of 10, that's just a date night. But most of the time, we're all together as a family, going out to eat or even cooking together.
What is your immediate family makeup? Do you have boys and girls, or what is the?
I have 2 girls. Their ages 13 and 14. And then I have 1 little guy, and he's 5.
Which one of them closest resemble your personality?
Probably the little guy. It's a toss up in between the youngest and the oldest. The oldest is more so I could look at her and I could see myself in her personality, the things that she do. It's like she don't even have to tell me, and I'm like, I already know. She'd be like, Mom, how do you know? It's because she's so much like me. But then my youngest son, he is the one that's like, Mom, I need you. So I don't know if it's just like me being a boy mom for the first time. But then my youngest daughter, she's the one that I get the most too. So I don't know. They are. I feel like I got a piece of all of them, but the oldest one, definitely for sure, I can pinpoint everything with her. She's a Virgo as well, so I don't know if that got something to do with it.
A lot of the times when our children resembles our personality,
yeah,
some of the things that they do makes us mad, but it's the things that we do.
Yes.
So my wife gets on me all the time, like, I don't know why you mad at him. That's the same thing you do.
Yeah,
Right?
Exactly. Yep.
Is there anything in particular you could think of when you look at one of your kids, you be like, I know that's me, but that just gets on my nerves?
Oh, yes. Skylar has her moments where she don't want to be bothered with the family, and she'll go in her room and just pretend like no one else is around. And I have to be like, hey, come back out here, come with everyone else. But that's the most thing that she does that just bothers me.
That's funny. It's similar with me. I'm kind of a nonchalant sort of a person. Mm-hmm. And then sometimes I think my son took the nonchalantness to like another level. And so sometimes I just be like, just answer the question.
Yeah.
Just frustrated. But I know that's me. Mm-hmm. And it's just a mirror just coming right back to me.
Yes, exactly.
What's a part of your daily routine, big or small, that makes you feel like you?
In the morning, meditating, praying, just being grateful before I even get out the bed. Just being grateful for the day, for the previous day, and just for the things around me and the things that I have.
How did you get into meditating?
Just always been in me for a long time. I think it's just something that my parents instilled in me and my brother, for sure. For sure, my brother. He always make sure you relax your mind in the morning. Be grateful for the day. Have a clear mind.
That is great.
Yeah.
What is something people may be surprised to learn that you're really good at outside of real estate?
Making clothes, fashion. I actually know how to make clothes. And that is another piece of me that I would like to bring out more. But with real estate, I really haven't had the time. But I'm getting there.
What type of clothes do you make?
All kind. Creative stuff like dresses. I really like dresses and tops. That's my main thing. But I also could do pants as well. But if I do pants, it's just going to be a remix. Not from scratch, just a remix.
So you actually can put together a dress from scratch?
Yes.
Have
I
you
could
ever-
drape. I went to school in Troy. It was called Creative Design. I don't even know the name of it. They closed it. And they took away the credits too. Like everything. But I ain't have to pay them back. So that was good.
I guess it's an even exchange.
Yeah.
Sort of.
But I went to school for fashion as well.
What is it about fashion that you like?
I like the uniqueness, to be different from everyone else. I don't like looking the same as the next person. So I always try to, it don't matter where I'm going, what I'm doing, I'm going to look different.
What would be a perfect Sunday from start to finish for you?
All right. It would be first off praying, meditating. And then after that, get ready to go to service. We go to service as a family every Sunday. Then we eat dinner, either go out to dinner or we cook dinner. After that, we watch a movie. And then sometimes we'll go outside, like go to the park or a car ride, or we might even go to Crumble Cookies. Nope, they're not open on the weekend. That's during the week. Yeah, but we go get some cookies from somewhere. We do. Or ice cream.
It might not be Crumble, but the cookies are going to be involved.
We either get ice cream or something like that. Then showers and relax time on the couch. I let everybody be on their device for about an hour. Then it's bedtime.
I love it. That sounds like a relaxing Sunday for real. Yeah. I know off camera we spoke and you told me that you had a passion for teaching both children and adults. Where does that love for teaching come from and how does it show up in your life today?
That came as a young girl, like anybody that knows me from when we were little. I used to gather everybody around and say, hey, let's play school. It's the most weirdest stuff, but I love playing school. And I always had to be the teacher. And I would teach them anything I knew, like even if it was something amazing, because I always watched the news. So I would always learn something new every day. And I'll just bring it to everybody else, like, hey, did you guys know this? Or this is what I learned today. And sometimes I ain't know everything, but I pretend like I did.
I love it. Do you have a preference in teaching children or adults?
I don't. I love it. It doesn't matter if they are 2 years old to, I don't care how old they are. I would teach anybody anything. That's how passionate I am about teaching. Yeah.
That is amazing. I know for me personally, I hate teaching adults anything.
I love it.
I like teaching kids, especially kids who's inquisitive. Mm-hmm. But with adults, I feel like when you're trying to teach them, you're trying to fight against years of whatever they already have preconceived in your mind. Oh. And you spend half of the time doing that. And as we spoke of before, I just don't have the patience.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's just connecting with them, I think that's the main thing. Once you get a platform of students, it's just a connection because just like yesterday, I was walking through the mall, I seen one of my old students and he instantly knew who I was. He's like, Miss Roby. I'm like, hey, Santi, So, and come to find out his mom do construction. I remember when she was starting a business. I'm like, I remember when you was doing that. And she couldn't believe I did real estate. So it was like just that connection, the children, the husband was there. It was wonderful. And my students always come up to me in the mall and they never forget me. Even if I'm in Walmart, my high school students, hi, Miss Roby. They still know me. And it's just the connection and how you treat the students, how you treat them. If you treat them with respect and kindness, they treat you back with respect and kindness.
I totally agree with that. I think a lot of times, just from my own experience on the student side, kids go through so much and adults think they can just talk to them or do anything because they're adults. But whether you are a baby or you're 99 years old, you need to lead with respect. And then a lot of times, not all the times, but a lot of times you'll get the respect back. And when you're talking about kids, they usually have more of an appreciation later because they really know what you was going through to try to help them out. So I know that's an amazing feeling. When you run into your students in like the mall and different places like that and they remember you and they face light up, how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I did my job. Like they will never forget me. It's one student that I have, I was just thinking about him the other day and it was weird that I ran into his classmate because nobody gave him a football. And the boys just get rambunctious at recess. So I gave him a football and the little boy could throw so far. I said, you're going to be a quarterback one day. He was like, thank you, Miss Roby. Like every time we went outside, everybody wanted him on the team. And he was only in first grade. And I don't know if he still plays today, but I sure do hope he does because he got a special gift.
Now, that is amazing. You know, you never know. You might look up one day watching ESPN, they doing a 30 for 30. He be like, you know, I remember when I was in first grade, teacher gave me a football, and I've been looking back ever since. And in real estate, having a great team is always so important. How did you find your current team?
Robert Courtney, he did an event called CreatorCon. The first year I missed it. Everybody in real estate was talking about it. I kept seeing the feeds, everything. I'm like, okay, the next one, I'm not going to miss it. And yeah, I'm like, I'm going to be there. And when I went to that event with intention, I didn't just go just to hang out. I went there to find a team. And so I knew it was a lot of people from EXP there, pretty much every single top team on EXP Realty. So I went and the first people that I saw was LaShawn and Tawana, and their face was like so happy. It was just like they swagger, the way that they walked, the way they dressed. I was like, okay. And I was by myself. I said, hi. I introduced myself. I said, can I be on y'all team? They said, yes. I was like, what?
Y'all didn't even say first and last name.
Okay.
Yes.
She's like, just call me. We'll get it all together. I said, okay. So now again, I was like, wow, that was pretty quickly. So then I had also met a couple other team leads there, and they're just like, hi and bye. Then we were sitting at the table and they was about to eat. They needed a place to put their food. Come on, come over here. And I hung out with them the entire night and actually giving homage to my homegirl that was on our team. And we just recently lost her, Tiffany. I remember connecting with her individually and buying books from her daughter, Skylar, have a book line. And I bought her books and we hung out all night. It was sealed from there. And Derek, like, I had fun with them the entire night. I was like, this is the team that I belong on.
So it was one of those things that you knew instantly, like, this is really it.
Yeah, it was an instant connection. Instant connection. Have
you ever asked them from their perspective why they were so inviting to you on the team?
I have not. Yeah, that would be a good, but you know what? Honestly, I had asked LaShawn right when we were at the table, how long have you been into real estate? And even though it was loud, she talked to me. And that made a world of difference to me because some of them wouldn't even talk to me. Yeah. It was kind of like a standoffish. So I'm like, I don't want that no more. So I knew like whatever I got to do to get up in here, this is where I'm going to be.
That is the beauty of life lessons, right?
Yes.
Because you know that immediately, like I already know that if I don't know what it is, I know this ain't it.
Yes.
Right.
Yep. Because I didn't want that anymore.
That makes a lot of sense. Who would you say had the biggest impact on your life or your mindset today?
My husband. My husband. He keeps me so grounded. So grounded. With all the things that goes on in real estate, you deal with people, emotions, wanting to do it, wanting to go through the transaction, not wanting to do it. And working from home, because EXP is a cloud-based brokerage. So a lot of times I work from home and I have to hide my feelings or how I'm feeling so that my children and my husband, so it doesn't come off on them. That's very important to me, but they keep me grounded. They be like, come on, Mom, let's go ride the bike. Let's go-kart racing. We go-kart racing too. Well,
Go-kart racing is a great way to get off some steam.
Yes.
Now, I know you have been a vegetarian for 7 years.
Yes.
What inspired that shift, and has it changed how you approach any other areas of your life?
Yes. My brother inspired me. My brother was a vegetarian back in the 90s. Before it was even a thing. He's vegan, yeah. And the whole time he used to always tell me, like, you're not supposed to eat that, sister. Don't eat that. And I still eat it. And once I started having health problems, I'm like, my brother always told me, don't eat it. And I put it down. And the cleaner I'm learning that the cleaner that I eat, the better clarity is. Very clear.
Did you go cold turkey, or was it like a slow process?
Cold turkey.
What made you go cold turkey?
I just, anytime I have to quit anything, just put it down. Cold turkey, no matter what it is. If it's bad for me, I just put it down. No slide backs. No, nothing. I don't know how I'm so disciplined. I give that to God because other people are like, I can't do it, but it's always been like that, cold turkey.
Was it a hard choice for you or a transition?
No, because my stomach was starting to hurt. So I didn't like the pain that my body was going through. I had high blood pressure. I was shortness of breath, and I didn't consider myself that big. But I remember when I was teaching, I had on a red jacket, and a girl, one of my students was like, you look big. And I was like, oh, okay. Because kids tell the truth. And I was sitting there sweating all crazy. I'm like, okay, I'm ready.
Is your husband and kids vegetarians as well?
No, they still eat meat. But my husband is slowly moving into not eating meat. And my oldest child is. My youngest one, he could flip back and forth. He don't care whether it's vegan or meat, because his favorite cousin is vegan. She doesn't eat meat at all. So it must just be a thing.
Must be a thing.
Yeah, but my middle daughter, she's like, I would never give it up, Mom. She fights me on it all the time. And she knows when I try to sneak it in. So she be like, nope, that's not it. Even my brother tried to sneak and make her some chicken Alfredo with the vegan chicken. She'd be like, nope, I won't be eating over there.
What would, if you making Thanksgiving dinner for just your immediate family, what would you make?
I make everything. I make sweet potatoes, greens, macaroni and cheese, dressing. I don't make the dressing though. My mom make the dressing because I don't eat meat, so I'm not going to taste it. Yeah, so my mom makes that. And then as far as the sides, I make the meat, the turkey and stuff. My mom make it, or either I buy it.
So for yourself, since you don't eat meat, what is on your plate?
All the same things, except for I go to Motor City Soul Food because they don't put meat in none of their sides. So dressing, I get that from there. But everything else, I eat sides. And as far as meat go, I don't care if I have it or not. Yeah, I don't eat it. So I don't have to have the fake meat for that.
Got it. Makes a lot of sense. What's a moment in your real estate journey that made you stop and feel really proud?
I can say, well, it's a lot of them. It's a lot of them. It's so many. I can say for the first one, when I got the custom home under contract, we were looking at homes that were single family residential homes. And after that, it just wasn't, I kind of felt it. She was like, no, I want something a little newer. I was like, let's do new construction. And she's like, let's go for it. Like, she was down for it. She was ready. So once we got to customizing the home and building it, I felt really good because I was there from the beginning of the process all the way through to the end. And then each and every single one of my closings has been great. Like, even from the seller's perspective, when I get a listing and they trust me with the listing. And with listings, it's so much more than helping a buyer. I mean, they're both equally great, but with a listing, you have way more responsibilities because you have to make sure everything is all together. It's like you're the manager of the whole thing. So if something falls, they're looking at you.
What's one lesson about people or service that this industry has taught you?
To be honest. Honest and transparency goes a long way. And if for some reason you do mess up, make sure you admit to it. That's the dirty stuff in real estate that people don't like to talk about, but it's very much so needed.
For an agent who's brand new and maybe feeling overwhelmed, what is one thing they should focus on first?
Making your phone calls, emailing, follow up. That's what's going to get you to where you need to go because it's a million agents out here. You have to know your value and what separates you from everybody else. You have to know what you are offering your client and do what you say you're going to do.
I like that a lot. If someone's looking to become an agent, what would be your 3 top tips that you would give them?
Go to school. That's number 1, to get your license. Number 2, get prepared to be uncomfortable in the things that you're doing because a lot of stuff you probably never did before, but that's going to separate you to be uncomfortable in this industry. And number 3 would be to really know what you want. Because there's so many avenues in real estate you could go down. Know your niche. Know what gets you going. Know what gets you out the bed. Because nobody is going to tell you get out the bed. The next realtor will take your client. Without a doubt.
Like, you sleep, don't worry about it.
Yeah, go ahead, go back to sleep. I'll take care of them.
What would you say to someone who's thinking about getting into real estate, but they're not sure if they have what it takes?
Do it and work on yourself. Keep going and just work on the things that you feel like you're not as strong in. Continue to work at it, continue to chisel at it, and you will reach your goal.
I love it. When you imagine the kind of agent you want to be known as, what word or values come to mind?
Knowledgeable, trustworthy, and respectable.
I love it. What do you like so much about those 3 qualities?
I like to be knowledgeable because I study a lot of real estate. I'm always working on my skills, whether it's with my team or by myself. I love my mentors and things like that, but I don't need no one to tell me exactly what to do. I'm just going to do it because I know it needs to be done. And to be trustworthy, I don't want to work with no one that is not going to trust me to do my job. So if I'm telling you I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it.
I love it. Those are great qualities. Let's have a little bit of fun.
All right.
Okay? If you could host your dream open house anywhere in the world with any theme, what would it look like and where would it be?
Ooh. All right. So I would do my favorite area, which is Romulus. I love that area because it's just so big and open, and you get some of everybody there from the airport. So it would definitely be like an airport theme. I would do like the airport theme to get everybody to come in, like a U.S. worldwide country type thing.
I love it. What size house would it be?
About 3,000 square feet or bigger or larger.
What will be some of the key features in the home?
I like it would have a brick home. Let's start outside. A brick home. I would like it to have a pool and multiple rooms, different levels of the home. Just beautiful.
I love it. My dream home always got to have a theater in it.
Yeah, that's a good one too. Yeah.
If you could design your dream property from the ground up with zero limitations, which means you got all the money in the world, all the resources in the world, what would it look like and who would it be for?
It would be, the house would look dope. And it would be, I love the Lions. I love the Lions. So it'd definitely be for one of the players on the Lions. It's so many of them to choose from. I like them all. I try to figure out which one my favorite player is, but I can't. So I won't do that.
We're not going to do it. We ain't going to say Jameer Gibbs out there, you know.
Yeah, I like Jameer too. I like St. Brown.
Could you describe the house to me? What would that dream house be?
Yes, it would be definitely like a 9-10 bedroom home. Definitely got to have a pool outside. Nice, beautiful fence, a pond. In the inside, we'll have a game room, a relaxation gym. It'll just be like the perfect vacation spot at home. Each room will have a different theme to it. Whatever they like. Like I have to see what their needs are, what they like, then design from there. But yeah.
So, as a creator, and you said you make clothes and everything like that. If you could design a dress for anybody, whether they're past or current, for any event, who would you design a dress for? What would be the event? And what special would you do for the dress?
A couple things went through my head. I like Taraji P. Henson and Keke Palmer. I also like Doechii. I think Doechii body is kind of close to mine. So every time I see Doechii, I be like, oh, that's dope. I love, I'm going to say Doechii because every time I see her, I design her in my head.
Okay.
That's the girl I always look at, and I design her in my head because her style is so different. It's unique. So I would mix, like, I would take a little bit of the Cowboy Carter stuff, like the furs and stuff like that. I'll mix that in with a dope t-shirt. I could see it, like the draping, and just a dope dress. It wouldn't be a dress though. It's kind of like in between a dress and a t-shirt. Mm-hmm. That's what it'll look like.
What color?
It'll be I'm seeing white and a little bit of red and maybe like a little bit of blue. A little bit.
And what event would it be for?
Definitely a red carpet event. Like something like the BET Awards. Something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'd be something like that.
You get a front row seat to any concert in history. Who's on stage? What city are you in? and why?
Oh, everybody know this about me. It'll be Jeezy. I have never missed a Young Jeezy concert ever in my life. My friend just asked me, like, have you ever missed one? And guess what? He finally coming on my birthday. I talk to Jeezy all the time. I do. People don't know that, but I talk to him all the time. So I'm happy he picked to come to Detroit on my birthday.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
What do you like about Jeezy so much?
I like his growth, like just the words that he say, it resonates with me because it's so much stuff that be going on in our lives. And that is a rapper I could definitely relate to on so many different levels. Just the way how he has matured from when he first started out and how sometimes he had to leave people behind to get to where he's at today. And the relationship that he have with his children, how he continued to work on that and how he took them. It's just certain things about him and his books and stuff that I read that really sits with me to this day. As an entrepreneur, I read the book a lot more. I listen to the words in his recent albums a lot more because it resonates with me better.
I hope Jeezy see this.
Me too.
If you can invite 3 people, living or past, for a dinner at your home, who's sitting at the table and what are you talking about?
All right. It would be my Aunt Linda. So I'm gonna have to say my Aunt Rhonda. And I would actually have my grandmother that I never got a chance to meet. I would talk about the way, like, I would like to know from my grandmother perspective, her thoughts on raising her children and what's her values that she wanted to instill with them. I would love to interview my grandmother just to see how her mind worked and everything.
Yeah, that would be amazing. I wanted to literally interview my grandma before she passed.
Yeah.
And she would just always say no. She's like, what you want to interview me for? Like, you know everything. I want to know too.
Yeah.
She's like, you ain't going to interview me. And she never let me interview you, but I really wanted to. Same thing, set up just like this. I was like, let's do it, grandma. But she,
because I was in journalism for school, and one of the assignments was to interview the oldest person in your family, and it was my Iola. Her name was Iola Ivory, and that interview, like the questions that they gave me, to this day, I don't look at her the same. She's a resilient woman to go through all that stuff. That's an interview I'll never forget.
I can imagine.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you got it somewhere saved.
I do. My kids just asked me about it. They just asked me about it.
What's something in life you still want to accomplish that you haven't checked off yet?
Becoming a boutique owner and a real estate investor. Yeah. So now I'm currently looking at properties to see which way I want to go into real estate. Do I want to get an apartment building or do I just want single family homes? Who do I want to manage the property? Do I want to manage myself? Things like that.
That's amazing. I would ask you, what do you want the name of your boutique? But I don't want nobody stealing your idea.
Thank you.
So, what's something you do for your clients that you don't always post about, but makes a real difference?
I'll tell you, when I have elderly clients, I find them a place to stay, whether it's an apartment or assisted living, whatever they may need. Sometimes I clean up with them. I may move furniture around. I undo beds. Sometimes I even go visit them at the hospital or bring them a blanket or their favorite snacks just to make sure they're making it through with the things that they need, things that they love.
When somebody hires you as an agent, what exactly are they getting and what do you deliver that sets you apart?
They're getting value. One thing about me that I always hear from my clients is, you always call me back not even call you back. I always pick up the phone. That's the thing. And if they text me, I don't wait. I'm not like the certain people be like, well, I'll wait a little bit. No, I'm texting you right back because I want to let you know I'm working for you. That's something that sets me apart. I always call them every day. I always do around the same time so they know my realtor is going to call me at this day, at this time, at this hour. So they get that too. And another value I possess is that I listen. I listen very closely. If they need something or if they just don't want to explain something, they explain it to me once. That's all you got to do is explain to me once. And I got that. You don't have to keep repeating it to me. Yeah.
I love it. What areas do you service?
I serve all over Southeastern Michigan, all over Southeastern Michigan, all the way from Warren, all the way back to Van Buren, Belleville, wherever, Southeastern Michigan.
For someone who wants to work with you, where can they find you?
They can find me on Facebook. That's the one that I always be on. I'm working on Instagram and also TikTok. Tashena Roby is my Facebook name. Tashena, your favorite realtor, is my TikTok name and Instagram name.
I love it. Last question. If someone only knew your title as a real estate agent, they may miss who you truly are. What would you want them to know about you beyond the title?
I am a person that is caring. I'm kind. And I'm spiritual. And I am going to fully take care of their needs outside of real estate. That's who I am. Still the same person.
I love it. Thank you so much for spending time with us today at Faces of Real Estate.
Thank you. I really enjoyed it today.